Hey guys, it's me, Lauren Bersalio, and this is NEDA, Eating Disorder Awareness Week. And so, like I said in my previous video, I'll be posting a video every day. Each video will have, it will start with a tip on something that you can do to help someone who you know who might be struggling with body image or an eating disorder. And then the second half of each video will be a little example of hope, something that I've learned through recovery, or a sign that there is hope through recovery, using an example from my own life and my own situation. So first of all, the tip. Today what I'm going to talk about is some of the things, or like one of the most important things you can say if you're talking to someone. If someone is at the point where they're talking about their eating disorder, something that I found very encouraging for me. And so what that is so often when someone is struggling with an eating disorder, they feel like it's become their identity, and like that's now who they are and it's what defines them, and they feel labeled by that. I know, at least in my situation, I felt very much like, you know, the anorexic girl or the bulimic girl. And I remember, for those of you who read my blog, I've mentioned this before, when I sat down with my brother and I told him that I was struggling with bulimia again. And the first thing that he said to me, he looked at me straight in the eyes across the table and he was like, "Lauren, the most important thing is for you to know that this does not define you. It's not who you are." And that was exactly what I needed to hear, because up until that point, I'd always labeled myself as the girl who was struggling with body image, or the girl who was anorexic or struggling with bulimia. And I'd never made that separation. And it's so important to point this out to someone who is struggling, that there is that separation. There is them and who they are, and then there's the thing they struggle with. So they are not their eating disorder. The eating disorder is something that they struggle with. And for those of you who maybe are in the place where you are struggling with body image or an eating disorder, it doesn't define you. It is something that you struggle with, something that you are dealing with, something you're working through, but it's not who you are. You're so much more than that, so much more. And so that's my little tip. And now for my little snippet of hope. This morning I went for breakfast with my mom and a good friend of mine, and I had blueberry pancakes with a little bit of butter and maple syrup. And the reason why this is a sign that there is hope is that it wasn't that long ago when I never, ever would have imagined myself eating pancakes, let alone pancakes with butter and maple syrup. Because I had this huge long list of things that I wasn't allowed to eat and that I couldn't eat, or even in the days when I wasn't eating at all. But this morning, I woke up, I went to breakfast, and I had blueberry pancakes with a little bit of butter and maple syrup. And I didn't feel guilty. And I didn't feel like I had to overindulge, because starting tomorrow I won't be eating pancakes. Tomorrow if I want pancakes, I can have them also. There was no overindulgence, there was no guilt, there was no restricting. I wanted the pancakes, and so I had the pancakes. So just know you will get there. You can get there. You can get to that point. If you aren't there yet, you will. You will be there. And so I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you more tomorrow. Ciao.